I always say that 24-hour racing starts at about midnight. In fact, probably at about 1 a.m. or so. All the rest of it's just a lead up to this. It's who can ride through the night the best, who can come out at 6 a.m. the best, and then do a 6-hour sprint to the finish.
So we've passed the hump, I think, of around 3 a.m. and we're doing fine. We've ate of a lot of different types of caffeine. Our riders are all doing well. It's important that the pit crew keep their spirits and energy up so that the riders can have a chance at keeping their energy up as well. Sometimes a pat on the bum and sometimes a smack on the bums. Bit of a mix of stick and carrot. We've got a good cop and a bad cop here in the support area. So 2 supporters, which helps a lot. Claire's doing well. She's still holding on to second pretty well. Beck's looking like she's around 10 minutes behind. They're maintaining that gap pretty well. Brett's picking up nicely. He and Justin Chancellor, I think it is, are picking up on Andrew Bell quite nicely and reeling in that gap toward 5th and 4th place.
People trying to remember, how did it go? People trying to forget, and why do you know?
Jason English still leading in the men's, Jess Douglas leading in the women's. The amazing thing is the number of riders still circulating. It's just fantastic to see. We started with 150, still well over 100 circulating throughout the night. Many people think the coldest is in the middle of the night. The coldest is just as dawn breaks. It's 9, Bureau says it feels like 8. Riders are loving it. Riders love the dawn lap. In the men's field, Jason English leading by about 20 minutes still from Andrew Fellows. Similar gap back to John Blankenstein. The big mover overnight, Scott Chancellor.
Don't make any mistake, she's hurting just like the person who's at the end of the field's hurting. She's hurting massively right now. 6 hours ago, it was everything I could do to keep her going.
Claire Graydon was caught by Beck Parks. They rode through, they were 1 second apart. It looked like Beck was going to pull the move. She never held that second place, and Claire is still holding down second from Beck Parks.
They came in together at one stage in the morning and transitioned together with a 1 second difference. So they were right there, and it's been yo-yoing with various different size gaps all night.
The second place rider, Andy Fellows, in the last hour or so decided to put the pedal down, literally, and he got the gap down to 13 minutes. But champions, world champions, they respond in a racing situation, and Jason laid down his fastest lap since 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. That's 19 hours ago. And Jason has slammed that gap straight back to 20 minutes, which is over half a lap in terms of the times they're doing, and it's back to comfortable.
Just pull up here. You've got plenty of time. It's okay. You put 7 minutes into that lap. 7 minutes.
I'll pass Beck. Pass.
Did you again?
So Jess will be able to pull up short before the 12 hours, because if you go over the line, then you have to do it in a whole another lap. So if you pull up short, if you think you've got you've got enough gap, and then the clock ticks over, and then you can roll through.
You'll be able to stop. She'll probably roll through.
I mean, I could bloody well even do another lap, but there's no chance. Why should I bother?
You don't need to.
No.
You don't need to.
All right, well, let me roll through.
Claire might roll past you. That's fine. Yeah. Down there, I'll bring you your iPhone and
yeah,
drink
cool.
and stuff.
Alrighty.
All right.
Gotta go.
Just want to get this lap done. No worries, kiddo. Love you heaps, eh?
So now that I've won, I can relax and just go, oh my goodness, you know, I do have what it takes, and stop second guessing myself. It was a tough race.
Warren Wilson. It was good. I don't think I've ever raced a 24 that hard before.
I knew that Claire Graydon was going to be a tough, you know, competitor today. I actually thought she would be the one that would give me a touch-up, and she did.
But I had a rider behind me that was very, very hard work to stay in front of. And I think I was probably going to kill myself before I let it past me.
Jason English! 46 laps, Jason English.
I'm really happy with that, especially considering the quality of riders today. You know, I wasn't sure if I'd have that at all, and you know, I'm stoked to be able to, you know, to be that quality of riders.
I felt really flat for the first 4 or 5 hours, and that's when they jumped up the road a bit, and then by the time I flicked the switch and felt good to go, they were too far up the road.
Early in the morning, Andy Fellows, the gap just got smaller and smaller. I think I had a lead of about 20 minutes at one stage, and that got down to 13 minutes very quickly. And I just thought I'd better, you know, wind up the pace a little bit.
I guess it wasn't really so much to try and catch Jason, it was just to try and put a bit of time in between second and third. So, and then everyone's like, oh, you're catching Jason. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to catch Jason. He was a bit too far up the road.
Congratulations,
Yeah, but I'm more happy for a fourth today. Sort of won single speed class like 5 times now. So yeah.
I just go, he's just mucking around. He's a lap down or something. We shouldn't consider him. But then, you know, coming through transition, I'm hearing he's a minute 50 up the road.
No, English is a nice guy. He gives me a good chat and yells at me every time he sees me. So no, it's good. No, the back climb, I sort of sat in behind 5 or 6 guys for like 4 or 5 laps in a row, and just with that cadence, it hurts. So I sort of went, no disrespect, boys, but I'm going to get in front on the climb, and yeah, it all fell into place for me. So.
I'm sort of glad that he did blow up eventually. Yeah, I'm quite interested to see how he goes with the Worlds.
My hands have come up really well, and sort of a bit raw in the rear, but apart from that, yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't know whether you can see, but I'm sort of shaking. My knees are throbbing. My pecs are sore.
Sore feet, funnily enough. Just from the pressure on the soles of the shoes for that long.
I'd love to order a barbecue and meat lovers pizza, but my mouth's too cut up from gels.
The legs are okay. That's not the big issue. I'm not going to show you the big issue.
Brett Bellchambers. Jess Douglas. Jason English.
I'm stoked to have a third green and gold on the wall. It's fantastic.